You believe manifestation is a thing. That is this idea or concept where you believe something or you ask for something and you attract it into your life. The idea that it's a thing that you have to do or a thing that you have to become creates separation between you and the thing immediately. We have to understand that on an energetic level, everything and everybody is energy. There is no separate self. As I record this video right now, you're hearing yourself speak. What do I mean by that? My voice that's being recorded on this iPhone over here is all me. The iPhone is me, this voice is me, right? The surroundings behind me is me. Everything is me, but it's also you too. You can only see this and hear this because you are hearing yourself, right? You can't hear something separate because you are the sound. You are the seeing frequencies. You are the smelling frequencies. You are the tasting frequencies. Do you get what I mean? It's all you. You can't experience something that is not you. It's impossible. So there is no separation between me and you or your goal or what you want to manifest into your reality. Manifestation implies that there's some separate thing over there and I am over here and I need to get all the way over here and then I will reach my goals and manifest my reality. Whereas on a scientific level, on an energetic level, we understand that there is no duality when it comes to the quantum field, that there is no separate energy. It's just that there's this infinite stream of energy, this infinite field that we get to tap into. So the car that you want, the house that you want, the relationship that you want, the life that you want, the spirituality that you want, the raising your vibration that you want, the transcending of the ego that you want is not something that you get to, right? Not something that you achieve, not something that you accomplish. Get rid of all of these concepts about accomplishment. I need to achieve my goals. I need to manifest my reality. No, all of those things are you. There's nothing to achieve. If there was any goal in life, it's just to remember who you really are. There is no other goal, right? It has no purpose and it has no meaning to, make a lot of money. It has no purpose and it has no meaning to travel the world. It has no purpose and it has no meaning to do any of these things, to go up the career ladder, to get the property, to do all this stuff. It has no meaning at all. Only the brain and the ego has created the story and narrative that this is a good thing and I need to go ahead and achieve it based on what people have done in the past. Well, why would we follow what they've done like blindly, like sheep, right? And not realizing that maybe they don't understand something, right? Maybe they're lost in the illusion of the matrix and I'm going deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole, even in the spiritual and manifestation community. Your coach lied to you, right? Because they're putting you deeper into the matrix, deeper into the illusion. I need to manifest my reality. I need to accomplish these goals and then I'll be a good person and then I'll be enough. That's probably the number one reason why people chase goals is because they feel like they're not enough. That's what's underneath is comparison. This person has a better life. Or what do my parents think of me? What do people think of me? I need to become better and improve myself so I can feel a sense of significance and accomplishment and validation from the external world around me. That's why I really want my goals, to feel secure within myself. But what if we just chose to feel secure within ourselves where we stand right now, being and operating as God, as source, as the universe, and there is no separate thing that we are trying to manifest because everything is me, I am everything, and everything is energy. I am beyond this illusion matrix. Start saying that to yourself. I choose to realize that actually I am not a separate self from my goal, that I don't need to become enough, that I don't need validation, that I don't need security, that I don't need this grand thing to happen in my life and then all of a sudden my life will change and I'll feel better about myself and my world. We're out here trying to feel better, feel a certain way. We're not trying to manifest more money or a relationship. We're trying to feel a specific feeling. What if we just chose to feel that specific feeling now that we are whole and complete where we stand? There's nothing wrong with you. Society has told you that there's something wrong with you, that you need to be different or you need to improve. I'm someone who grew up a attention deficit disorder, dyslexia. And later on, just 3 years ago, I found out that I'm high functioning autistic. And these are labels that we put on ourselves to define categorize, but I didn't know these things before. And it created a separation. Oh, other people are like this. I don't feel like enough. I need to achieve my goals. I need to manifest. I didn't do well in school, so I need to work extra hard on starting my own business and all this stuff, right? And it led me into this path. And that's God serving me indirectly, right? Or the energy is guiding me indirectly. But in actuality, there's no separate self that was guiding me. It was me guiding me, because there is no separate self. And so we're wanting to fill a void within, instead of seeking the kingdom first and realizing that you are it all. There's no separation. There's no manifestation. Doesn't exist. It exists because they said it exists. It exists because they created a narrative and story about it. They created a movie about it. They created a ton of videos about it. They created a ton of articles and a ton of posts about it, which further puts you into the illusion, not realizing who you are, and you're constantly chasing something in the external world, in the external reality, so that you can feel in a certain way, which essentially disempowers in a certain sense. But the disempowerment is to remind you, in fact, if you wasn't disempowered you wouldn't be watching up until now in this video. The disempowerment has invited you to manifest this video to see that actually, oh, I need to remember who I am, right? It's all God. It's all the universe. You know, we see it as something negative, right? Okay, I learned all this information about the law of attraction. I had my ups and downs with the law of attraction. It didn't work. It didn't manifest my reality. I'm still not getting it. I'm still trying, hustling, grinding, procrastinating, doing all this stuff. What is the universe trying to show me? What is the universe trying to teach me? All of it is an invitation to come back to self, that you don't need these things. You need and want these things because the external world has told you you need and want these things. We live in a construct, we live in a reality where there's accomplishment, there's success, there's all these things that we can do in our lives. And it's created a huge separation from self, from who we really are, from presence, from isness, from God, from samadhi, from oneness. That there is no separateness, there is no individuality. We thrive on this individuality now with this social media. I got my own social media page, right? You know, I got my own thing, got my, like, be an individual, be independent. Screw being independent, bro. Like, what's the point of being independent? Doesn't exist, right? Independence is a narrative spun by the ego. Independence is a narrative spun by other people's egos telling you that you need to be in a certain way so that you are a better person in society. Who made up these rules? It's all a lie. It's all an illusion. It's all a lie. I need to behave in a certain way so that I can fit in. Put you in a little box. I'm this person, and I have this characteristic trait, and I'm over here, and all this stuff. All of it is a lie. All of it. So where do we go? Nowhere. What do we do? Nothing. But Gavin, you're making a video right now. You're not doing nothing. I can tell you right now, I'm doing nothing. It looks to you as if I'm doing something because that's the narrative that you are spinning. That's the conditioning that you are presenting or being presented. But right now, I'm doing nothing. God's energy, or the universe's energy, is just flowing through me. I can't help it. Right? I'm saying I can't help it, but it's like this energy, this force that's just happening, presenting through me because of the conditioning that's being eradicated from my mind, right? That's being transmuted. That, oh, Gavin needs to hustle. He needs to grow a YouTube channel. He needs to make this amount of money. All of that is letting go, letting go, letting go. Doesn't exist. Narrative, story, ego, fully in the heart, fully in passion, purpose work, in dharma, fully in truth, operating from that space. You see, action is always happening. If we look under a high-powered microscope, everything is moving. Nothing's ever still. That is action. Action's always happening. It cannot stop. It's always happening. So if action's always happening, I'm always happening too. If I step into that energy, if I get out of the limitation, action takes me rather than me taking action. Because I'm one with source, one with the universe. The mind, the ego, creates this separate self, this identity, this character that we're playing in the movie of life. And what I'm saying is become the director. What I'm saying is find the inner authority and realize that you are the director of your reality, and that you're navigating the scenes. And it's what you choose in those moments that matters most. Are you choosing to be in presence? Are you choosing not to judge? Are you choosing to see everything as source? Are you choosing to see everything as God? Or are you choosing to judge, choosing to hate, choosing to label this as negative and this is positive? What if you transcended the pendulum, the illusion of left and right, up and down, right and wrong? But Gavin, come on, there's right and wrong in the world. There's people that do bad things in the world. What if I said that's your judgment, right? And this is hard for me to say because yes, there's some atrocious things happening in the world. But it's for the very reason I'm talking about in this video, that we are living in a reality of the mind of the ego. And that's why we have problems and challenges. We are disconnected from source. And we can't ever be disconnected from source, by the way. It's just that the ego has created the illusion of separation that makes things bad, right? However, when we're functioning from consciousness, from isness, we can only operate from unconditional love. So in that space, we don't experience or behave and do bad things in the world because we're all operating from a high level of consciousness, which actually isn't a high level of consciousness. It's just consciousness. It's just God. It's just unconditional love. There's no bad thing or good thing happening. Just is. We've transcended bad and good. And it's just pure unconditional love. And negative behaviors don't exist in that reality. If everybody was operating from presence, there would be no problems or atrocious things happening in the world. And so what I'm saying is, yes, there's these things happening in the world. Yes, things happen to you in your life, in your past. Yes, there's things going on in your life right now. I'm not saying to ignore them or push them away or try to get rid of them. I'm saying accept them. I'm saying surrender to them. I'm saying submit to them. You need to become submissive because that is God. It is also you. The negative situation is you. There is no manifestation. It's an idea. It's a concept created by the mind. Now, do we have laws in our reality? Do we have rules to our reality? Rules or laws in our reality? Absolutely. We have the law of gravity. We have the law of attraction. We have the law of opposites, law of correspondence. We have the law of polarity. We have different laws in our reality, and those are facts, right? Those are more concepts that actually exist, right? They're real, they're tangible. However, what we do is we try to believe in the law of attraction, try to believe in manifestation. There's no need to believe in it. There's no need to convince your mind that it works or it doesn't work, because it doesn't exist, because everything is you. And so what you do is you just choose your reality. Even when you choose your reality, we want to choose that there is no separateness. The ego is going to see the separateness. What I'm saying is, if I'm going to choose the new phone, or if I'm going to choose the PS5, if I'm going to choose the Maybach, if I'm going to choose traveling the world, it's not some big grand thing that I have to get to and try to manifest. I just choose it, just like I'm choosing something from Amazon, just like I'm choosing something from a restaurant, just like I'm choosing to order some food from the apps, just like I'm choosing to order Uber. Just choose. Okay, I'm going to order Uber. Okay, I'm going to order some food. Okay, I'm going to do this. Not all this, should I choose this? Am I desiring it enough? Have I let go enough? No, we're not doing any of that. If I'm God, if I'm the universe, I don't need to manifest. I don't need to manifest. Manifestation doesn't exist to me, right? I just choose. Okay, I'm going to go for that. But yeah, but Gavin, what about those feelings? I want to feel those feelings. That's the mind. It's the illusion of the mind. It wants to feel these feelings of, oh, I'm going to desire the thing and it feels good to mentally masturbate about my dream life partner, right? That's what we're doing. We're visualizing mentally masturbating our dream life rather than choosing it and then taking action, or letting action take you. It's very simple. We as human beings, our egos, make it overcomplicated. It's not that complicated. There doesn't need to be this big, huge niche about the law of attraction. It's not necessary, literally, because it's very simple. Just like you got your phone device that you're watching me on right now, or whatever you're watching me on the inside of that device, it's very complicated. There's a lot of chips and, CPUs and memories and, motherboards and all of this stuff going on inside of your phone, inside of your computer. There's all of this stuff happening behind the scenes. That's the universe. But I can tell you, your phone is very easy to use. Your computer is very easy to use. It's got a user interface, very simple. It's not overcomplicated. Pretty much anyone can come and learn how to use it and pick it up very quickly, right? It's the same as the law of attraction or manifesting. That there is no complicated visualization, affirmation. You can use those things and they can be tools, but they are not the fix to your current reality and manifesting the life that you want. You just choose it and then allow action to take you. Nothing more, nothing less, from a state of presence, from a state of inner authority, understanding that the goal is already you. The goal is God. And you're just manifesting more you. You're just experiencing more you. And that's it. There's no separation. And once you can get that, once you can free your mind and come to your senses, once you can free yourself from the illusion of the narratives and the beliefs and the ideas of your brain, you are free. you're operating on a completely different frequency. In fact, if we look at the map of consciousness on screen right now, you're going to see enlightenment, peace, joy, love, reason as the top 5 frequencies. These 5 frequencies are spiritual frequencies. I should say top 4. Enlightenment, peace, joy, love. The top 4 frequencies, love and above, are frequencies of God. Right? They are spiritual frequencies. We see love as an emotion. We see joy as an emotion. We see peace as an emotion. We see enlightenment as an emotion or state. Should I say all frequencies are God, right? However, frequencies below love, joy, peace, and enlightenment are more of the bodily feelings and emotions, right? The 3D emotions. When we go into love, joy, peace, and enlightenment, we stepped into the spiritual paradigm, and these are frequencies of our truth. This is who we really are. We are really enlightenment, peace, joy, and love. That's our innate self. That is who we are on a fundamental level. Everything other than that is just the matrix. It's just the illusion, all right? And so if we look at the state of enlightenment at the top of the map of consciousness, in that state, you are everything. There is no low vibration, high vibration, even though it's at the top of the map of consciousness and we can see it as a frequency. It in itself doesn't consider other frequencies. There are no other frequencies when you're in enlightenment. Doesn't exist because all of the other frequencies is it. It is all one. Does that make sense? And so you're working on a completely different level, right? You're not working with the same logic. You're not working with A plus B will equal C. 1 plus 1 equals 2. You're not working on that paradigm anymore. Longitudinal. I've forgotten how you say it. Longitudinal. Like when it's like straight. You're not working with the same logic that you've been taught your whole life, that I need to operate in this way, and when I operate this way, I'll manifest my reality or I'll create this in my life. You're operating from everything is me, and there is no separate goal that I need to achieve. So I know this teaching is very different, very completely out there compared to what other people talk about, but I've created a whole community on this, a training, 6-month coaching program, where we dive deep into these concepts. We reprogram your subconscious identity. We realize who you are. We go beyond the mind. We have weekly calls and stuff like this, so you can really embody this information and experience higher states of consciousness and operate from this space in terms of manifesting. And this is our true freedom away from the matrix. We are working towards bringing more light or more truth here on earth so that people can experience life in a completely new way. And the more people who are embodying this energy, the more people will feel that experience and wonder how you did it. I wonder how you changed your life, or, the energy that you bring is plants the seeds in other people, right? And it's going to awaken them to a new way of thinking, right? And that's a beautiful thing. So that's basically what all this program is about. And go check the link in the description. You'll see all my testimonials, changing people's lives. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.